You have made it out of jail. As soon as you step your foot onto the street outside the jail, you see a hire coach skid up beside you, and the door flies open. Hey there, buddy, heard you in jail.
PETEY, thank God you're here. Man, could I use a ride home?
Yeah? You want to go to the bar?
I want to go to the bar.
All right, I think they're having a pretty good day so far. I basically wasn't able to get out of there to come get you. And so he takes you just specifically, down the street towards Troll School Manor. Body, you feel this explosion through the hire coach, streets away, and you start to see black smoke rising from about the area that the bar is. You know that that's where you're going, and you see it.
What?
Oh shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna slide PETEY 5 gold pieces, and I'm gonna tell him to step on it.
You got it, boss. Into the flames for you. And he immediately books it a little bit faster than he was going. He'll get you there like almost immediately.
Okay.
5 gold
Gold
pieces?
fueled PETEY.
Damn. You just gave him like generational wealth to get
Just got a year's worth of pay in one ride.
Trying to support PETEY and his family.
PETEY's
okay?
doing good. He's gonna have a house.
He's the boss.
Little PETEYs.
He's the real hero of this campaign.
All right. So, Boddynock, you're in the hire coach now. PETEY has pulled up to where it is, and there's just throngs of people around you, and he says he can't take you any further.
Okay.
You know the bar is 1 street north of you.
Okay. So I thank him and tell him to get out of here while he still can, and then I'm just gonna do like a vault straight out of the hire coach, like hoping that it just doesn't even stop, just diving right out while it's still rolling.
How's your deck saved?
Nimble.
You jumped out of the hire coach. You know that the bar is 1 street north of you.
Yeah, and I can tell that the smoke is coming from that direction. So are the people that are all around me, are they also on the ground not moving?
No, they're not on the ground. These people are kind of like standing, like looking at the smoke and kind of talking to each other. What happened? What happened? Do you know what happened? Like that sort of stuff. Just kind of skittish sort of people.
Okay. I'm going to break out in full dash towards the bar. So kind of down this alley here.
Yeah. So so as you get around the alleyway, you can see that there has been a major explosion in this area right here. That's where all the burn marks are. That's where all the dead people are laying, people are laying. That's where people are laying, and you can definitely see that some shit has gone down here. It looks like you don't recognize... Oh, no, you do. You recognize Squidly up there, laying next to a beautiful elf. Everybody else you don't recognize.
I'm going to break straight for Squidly.
Okay.
Do I actually... I don't know what his token looks like.
It's that one right there.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, so I'm going straight for... That's right. Straight for Squidly. To hopefully stabilize him, make sure he's okay.
Okay, so as you touch Squidly, you know that he is dead.
No. Oh, no.
I'm going to take the free cry action.
Oh, no. Oh, Squidly.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna break down right there because I saw in Squidly a little bit of myself, just a kid that wanted to just make it out for themselves and have a better life, and I can't handle it.
Yeah, you get the free cry action, no doubt. So you break down in the street. You don't even notice anybody else that's on the ground around you. You just kneel over Squidly.
And I run up to him and I ask Boddynock, I said, "What the fuck is going on?"
No response. Just covering his body.
I like shake you by your shoulders a little bit. I'm like, "What the fuck happened?"
So I just mumble a bunch of unintelligible words. It's like a kid when they're really crying and you can't really understand what they're saying,
Doing
and I'm just
the
like,
lip thing.
peace, the explosion, and then I just go back to crying, and I'm still on him. I refuse to be removed. I won't leave his body. Yeah. Cock has been outside. He's screamed dragon. I'm not really registering that, but then everybody's kind of running around, sprinting away. I'm going to notice that and then pick up Squidly's body and carry it back into the bar to try and protect it from anything else that might happen. At hopefully the exact same moment that Cock is trying to usher the two elven sisters out of the front door.
Yeah, so the three of you kind of meet at the front door. Well,
Yeah.
I guess I should say the six of you, Bodhin, Cock, and you kind of run into each other.
I'm gonna help him
Cock
too.
is
I'm gonna
pushing.
be there too. I probably think it's a good idea to help
Oh,
him
you're
carry
okay.
Squidly inside.
All right. So everybody meets on the front step here, and you kind of have a little log jam getting through the door. At least three non-moving bodies and 4 actually moving bodies trying to get out the same door.
Wait, Ursus, did you just leave Ulthea's body there?
I'm more concerned about Squidly right now. I'm helping carry Squidly.
Okay.
Yeah, so you guys kind of have a log jam. Everybody's carrying someone else. Bodhin's trying to
I was
get
really
through.
determined to
You
get
guys
out with this information. I have to figure out what's going on. But when I see them walking in with Squidly, I'm just like, I'm, gut punched again, and I'm immediately trying to find out what they're doing with Squidly, and I kind of, am back on my heels now and getting out of the way.
And I'm continuing just to push him out, and I kind of see him in the corner of my eye, even though my eyes are bleeding. I see Boddynock holding Squidly, and it's almost too much to process for me. So I just keep pushing, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on. So it's all really loud.
I'm like, I just start brainstorming out loud. I'm like, okay, so the cleric, the one who brought back Cock. I think Squidly would be fine as a wood elf. He would do fine as a wood elf. It's only 1,000 gold. We could scrape up 1,000 gold. I'm just brainstorming and rambling anything that I could think that might save Squidly.
Yeah, so I just run in and I place him on the top of the bar. And I kind of, are you saying that out loud or just thinking it to yourself?
I'm saying it out loud, but not really to anyone. I'm just overwhelmed and just it's vomiting out of my mouth.
So
kind of.
I overhear that because the same thoughts are passing through my head, and I just yell, call the cleric, and then my mind fully processes that Squidly's he's dead, and then I just throw up. I just throw up right there. I just get sick.
And I say 1,000 gold. Man, we don't have 1,000 gold. I don't know how we're gonna get that. And I just kind of shake my head and realize that I'm getting sucked into this distraction is what I'm recognizing it is, and I run out the door.
Yeah, so he is still dazed. He's still unable to get you off of him, and you're able to drag him over the threshold of the bar before he really starts putting up a fight.
So we got him into the bar.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I see him, I'm like helping. I jump in, try and help him. Pull
And
him
when
in.
as you're coming over to me, I say, I don't know who this guy is, but he has something to do with what happened out there. He's got information. I'm certain of it. Rainier said that he was struggling with Dalakar, and I just start rambling like all the stuff that Rainier was telling me.
And he sees that he's a little outmatched in the bar, and he just kind of starts like looking at you guys, and he says, all right, look, I must have been hallucinating. But just after the explosion, I could have sworn that I saw like a mechanical angel of death moving among the bodies. I thought he was gonna come for me next, but he just turned and he ran away.
And he's saying crazy stuff. I'm like, does he look like he's saying something that he thinks is true?
Yeah, roll
I would be
inside.
surprised if he's making it up, but I'm giving him like the eyebrow, like, what in the hell?
So you can tell that he doesn't seem to be trying to lie to you, but his body language is obviously very aggressive and defensive, like posturing. So it's hard to tell what he actually means, but it seems that he was telling some of the truth, at least with a mechanical angel of death. He believed it anyways.
So this angel of death, what is it? And what did you have to do with it? Where did it come from? What do you know?
He says, I don't know where it came from. I was just talking to a man in the street, and then there was an explosion, and I got blown away, and I saw this I saw this ancient clockwork man come and grab something from the body.
From which body?
From the body that got hit with the fireball.
God damn. And I don't know what to make of it, and I just say, I'm like, get in the cellar, and I take him. I'm like, I don't know what to make sense of this, and I take him to put him in the cellar with Rainier.
We're just using the cellar as a jail now.
Yeah, it's just kind of my like holding. I can't process like what's going on, and it's not making sense, and I'm like just trying to get like a holding cell for things that I think are significant to what happened.
Okay.
I kind of shrug and I just walk back into the bar.
Okay. All right. So you are all now in the bar with Rainier and Ursula Floxen in the basement, right? The kids are like have been dragged into the bar. And they're just basically propped up. Okay. Everybody's out of the bar at this point, except for the cats. You guys. The kids and the body of Jinx.
Two Ursus.
There's two Ursus.
Two Ursi.
Multiple Ursi.
Oh, are there? Where's the second one? Oh, I see him. Okay. Gotcha.
Her side. I'm kind of operating on I didn't see Bodhin bring Rainier in the first time, so I don't know that Rainier's in there. Would that make sense? Or would I have obviously seen it?
No, it would make sense that you wouldn't know that Rainier is in the bar.
You had that loud noise, and you had your head inside the box looking at the gold. So
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I kind of missed it. Yeah.
Wait a minute, Squidly was moving. There's signs of life.
You're just hoping.
Yeah, so he's back. Let's get the right people in the basement.
Oh God, Squidly's dead. He's dead.
So in my shock, I don't know that anybody is in the basement. I haven't processed literally anything besides Squidly's dead. And you missed it when you stepped away, but I vomited from the shock of it. But I overheard Ursus talking about the cleric, and I'm like, yeah, the cleric. We have to. So I'm gonna go down the basement and not notice that anybody is down there, and make for our secret hiding place of money. And I'm looking for 1,000 dragons to get the cleric to revive.
You're counting how much money's in there.
Yeah, I'm like, we gotta have 1,000 dragons down here. I'm checking it.
He's counting every last piece of copper.
I honestly don't know
over
how
and
much
over
you
again.
They do not
until
have
it adds up to
1,000.
1,000. It's not anywhere near 1,000 dragons.
I can tell you we have less than 40% of that.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that sounds
But
right.
You'll find 200 gold, 500 silver, and
Oh.
a shit ton of copper.
OOC, I know that we don't have that much money, but in character as a shocked individual, I'm like, we definitely have it. It's got to be here.
All right, so are you guys still in the bar? Are you like going somewhere else? What are you guys like? What's your plan at this point? It's been at least 10 or 15 minutes now since the explosion.
So I've counted everything that we have downstairs, and I come to the conclusion that we do not have nearly enough money. So I run upstairs, having not heard anything that Ursus has said, and still trying to like process like how can I fix this? How can I bring him back? And I propose that we offer the cleric that to investigate the like overwhelming issue with people and their illness, the same as Ryu has suffered, pro bono, in exchange for a revival for Squidly.
Guys, I think it is absolutely terrible. The people that have died in this explosion, but we can't bring everybody back to life.
We can't bring everybody, but we can bring Squidly.
And I look over at Nat and what's his nuggets and see what they're doing.
Jinx.
They are unconscious.
Oh, okay.
How do you think they're going to take this when they wake up? We have to bring them back.
I don't. If you want to bring Squidly back because we know him, there's at least a dozen other dead people out there.
I want to bring Squidly back because I'm sick and tired of everyone that I give a shit about dying.
I don't know what to say to that.
So I look at Ursus and I'm like, Ursus, we should go talk to the cleric. You and I are on the same page about this. We have to bring him back. If I do nothing else, I will bring this kid back. We need to go talk to him.
Let's go.
I go up to Squidly and I cast Gentle Repose on him.
That do.
Mm-hmm.
It buys you time. That's what it does.
That's right.
I say, hey, if you guys can make it happen without us spending any money, I'm making sure he doesn't decay at all. So you have some time. I guess I'll Bodhin and I will hold down the bar and figure out what's going on.
I come flying out of the basement.
All this destruction.
And I'm just like, I've been running on adrenaline, and I don't really know what I'm doing, but I am moving, and I don't know. What do I see when I get up here? Are you guys moving somewhere? He's casting.
Yeah, I'm picking Squidly up. I'm carrying him out.
Oh, you're bringing him
out-
with you?
Yeah, I'm taking him to the cleric.
Oh yeah, we're going.
You got.
And we're going right now.
Cock is not going with you.
We don't give a shit. We don't give a shit about Cock. I don't like you anyway. We're leaving.
Okay.
We don't have to go that far. Jesus. I'm just saying, I'm not
I don't
going
give a
with you.
fuck about you.
We don't have to burn bridges here.
All right. So you hear this happen, Bodhin. You hear that Cock isn't going, but the other two are. Are you gonna stick around and investigate more? Or are you going with the to the cleric?
I say to them as I see them kind of leaving, I'm like, do you need me to come with you?
I ask Bodhin, I say, do you have 1,000 dragons?
No.
I said, then what good are you? Stay here.
And I don't even hesitate.
So
I say, okay. And I look at Cock and I say, I'm going back out there. And I run back out to the wreckage.
All right. So
Like, I shout to Bodhin as he's going out. I'm like, find who did this. Find them.
I also shout to Bodhin, I'm like, what's going on in the cellar? Why do you keep popping up out of the cellar?
I hear Boddynock and it just clicks in my head. I'm like, we will bring whoever did this to justice. And I'm out. And I ignore whatever Cock says.
He's on the pursuit of justice
Time
now.
for some of that tears justice.
Whoever did this is
I
fucked.
clench my holy amulet.
Detective Bodhin is on the case.
And I feel like that helps me center myself. I'm a little bit more calm. And I nod to Boddynock and I clench my symbol and I run out to the wreckage.
Found your direction.
Yep.
So I'll jump. Yeah. So we're splitting the party, and you guys are going to the clerics.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You grab Squidly's body. You know basically where PETEY is, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of where you're running, I assume. So
Exactly.
you and Bodhin are kind of like running together, except you're running way slower than he is. So he's just kind of like running around like this. What's going on out here? And you guys are like, we gotta get to the fucking boat. Get to the boat. Okay, so you two go to the cleric. You get PETEY. PETEY picks you guys up, and he's like, where are we going?
The cleric. The same one. The one where we
Cleric.
took Ryu.
Oh yeah, you're going to visit your friend. And I see you've got a death friend in
It's not
tow.
our friend, but it seems like.
All right, and so he basically kind of steps on it to get you to the cleric. You show up, and there's a lot of people in the cleric's office.
Oh my god.
Already in front of you. They're trying to. They all have dead bodies as well. Some of them are sick, but most of them have dead bodies. And so you find yourself in a throng of people. What are you going to do?
Push our way through the crowd. Yeah.
So you go through the back door, and there's the cleric. And he's presiding over people. He's talking to people, and he just looks at you. He's like, "What are you guys doing here?"
Look, I'm gonna level with you. We've got a dead kid. I gotta tell you, I know that there's a bunch of people here with dead bodies, and there's no reason for this kid to be more important to you than anyone else. But he's more important to us than anyone else. So I am here willing to do almost anything to get this kid back. What can we do? Can we help you? Can we investigate all of these, these sick people? What can we do? Because we don't. I'll level with you. We don't have the money.
You give him your plea. Go ahead and give me persuasion.
It's not, so I'll roll it manually.
Because the game's
Wow.
paused.
It is a 4.
Oh.
So he kind of looks at you, and he's just like, "You You got a dead kid. Everybody around here has got dead kids. You don't have money. Some of these people do. But you know, I told you last time that it doesn't matter if I try to revive anybody. They're just going to die. They're going to die again. Your friend is almost dead right now. And you look over in the corner, and there's Ryu just laying on the bed. And he looks bad, very pale, almost ghoulish.
So I'm trying to persuade him as well. I said, it doesn't matter. It'll buy us time. We'll figure it out. We'll figure out how to save him. We'll figure out what's causing everyone to get sick. We'll fix it. We'll figure it out for you, since you don't seem to be any use yourself. So you can have my cut of the bar. I don't care. I offer him my cut of the bar.
I don't know what bar you're talking about. And
It's our bar. It's very popular. We had very many guests, and it's worth a lot of money. And you can have 20% of it. And I don't even give a shit. That dude's gonna die soon anyway, so you can have his cut too. Just save the kid.
Yeah, go ahead and roll persuasion with disadvantage.
Oh no, 5.
Oh,
So he looks at you
you're
and he's
not
just
persuasive.
like, just stop talking about a bar, man. I don't have any idea what you're talking about. The best that could possibly happen is I revive this kid and then he dies like 3 days later, because kids, if you didn't know, don't have a lot of hit points. And it seems like everybody that gets revived loses their vitality almost daily, like nightly. Like, the best I can do is waste a spell on this kid, and he'll be alive for like 3 days. I got dozens of people out there that need a revive. Full-grown people. I can't do it. This kid, I can't do it.
So what are we supposed to do with this kid? What are you telling me? That there's no hope? That there's nothing I can do?
Do you know anybody else that could revive? I don't have anything that I could do.
Do you? You're the fucking doctor. Refer me to a colleague.
Yeah, I only get like 3 of these a day, you know?
What would you do if this was an aristocrat, a wealthy person in the city? If this was an official?
Well, I'd probably get paid, you know? All right.
But what would you tell them as far as you would revive them and they would just die 3 days later?
Listen. I'm not going to get into this now. I can't help you. Maybe I can give you a name of somebody that can, but I really don't think that it's gonna work. You know, he charges way more than me. I'm just a clinic cleric. But yeah, okay. Here's the guy. He gives you a name of somebody in the castle ward, and we are gonna stop for tonight. That's the end.
All right.
I can't believe Squidly's dead.
I know it.
I'm not too beat up about it.
Ursus is very distraught. Ursus was like starting to like take a liking to Squidly. Kind of saw him as a younger version of himself. Well, we got to go up to the castle ward.
You guys are gonna go deep for this.
I mean,
Squidly.
we've gone this far. I'm not gonna turn around now.
God.
I'll go plead my case and try and sell my 20% of the bar to this guy.
You want to sell your 20% so bad.
It's all I've got to bargain with. I've got 23 dragons.
We got a lot to process here.